Okay, what's your full name?
Gatsy here, Buckshot Prospector. I hope you're well and I hope life is treating you well. I'm going to do a little bit of rock carving today. It's going to be pretty simple, but then I'm going to try and make some jewelry out of it. So I'll show you the rocks that I'm going to be trying to shape and carve. I have this nice banded rock here. It's got some blues and some reds in it. I really like this rock. It's come up really nice polishing before, so I've got two of them. So yeah, we're gonna see how we go with this. So the main mission is just to do some basic shaping of this and then some polishing of the rock as well. I've got some new kind of little things that I want to try out and test out, new drill pieces and some new polishing medium as well. So yeah, we'll see how we go. As I said, I'm not a professional at doing this. I'm still learning how to do it all, but I'm getting there slowly. So I use all these basic tools. It's not a professional setup, so don't start saying, "Oh, you should be using this or that." I use what I use, and that's how it is. Okay, so anyway, first we've got to try and get this shape for these rocks. So the way I'm going to do that is use one of these, so I can just pick out the shape that I want and then just mark it out on the rock. So I'll do that now. I want to try and get some of that blue in this rock. That's a little bit too big, that one, so I think that's the one that I'll be using. That's for that one. And then this one, it's probably going to have to be a little bit more smaller, so I'll have to probably use this one here, I'd say. I want it to be straight. So we got these basically marked out. First I'll just trim off the edges to just cut down on time so I don't have to spend all my time grinding this down. Same with this, I'll just cut the edges on that. Now I've got two new little toys here. I've got a tile cutter and I've also got a bench sander. Now I don't have diamond pads for these, I couldn't find them, so I'm just going to make do with what I've got. I know it's not the correct way of doing it, so yeah, I'm doing makeshift kind of stuff at the moment. When I do get the diamond grinders, that'll be a hell of a lot more easier. So what I need to do is trim down these bits, so I'll just carve around them a bit and then we'll go from there. So these are carved up again. I had to put the marker down again because it just kind of rubbed off, so yeah. So the next step in my process is to use this sander and sand it down to where it needs to be, and then we'll go from there. I had a bit of a disaster. One of the stones snapped. I think it was just a little bit too thin. So yes, this one snapped. But this one's alright. I'm going to have to remark it again because it keeps on rubbing off. So we're going to be doing one today instead of two, which is alright. Yeah, just how it goes. They have a tendency to snap right on where the bands are. I'm just hoping this will last. Right, so what I need to do now with this stone is I've got to try and just make a bit of a dome sort of shape to it. So that's what I'll do next. Now I can see some sort of faults coming up in it, but oh well. It is what it is. As you can see, you can use normal sandpaper to shape rocks. This rock in particular is really soft, so it's easy to shape. Something like quartz, it might be a bit more difficult. So yeah, this is it shaped a bit better. I want to try and keep the edges pretty flat because of what I'm going to do with the jewelry. So you can see that there's a little bit of a fault coming up through the rock on this side, but meh, who cares? Alright, I'm just getting a message from somebody asking me if the rock is mica or gold. I can tell you, so many people mistake mica for gold. That's why they call it fool's gold. That's why they call it. Renee, you're on this video. Here you go, Renee. There's your message. So what I need to do now is I need to use some of this sanding wheel here, and I just need to shape this a bit more. This is a 240 grit, 400 grit sanding wheel. So I'll just sand this and try and make it a bit more smoother. So that's what I'll do now. It's a dull sort of shine at the moment, so that's sort of what I'm aiming for. So now I progressively go up the grits. I have Nova points, so I've got them from, I've got a 60 grit. Where's the blue one? Blue one I've got 50 grit, so we'll go up to the grey now. So this one, I think that's the right one. Grey is 1200. No, hang on, we'll go brown. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to work out. I think that's brown. Or is that right? No, that's rust. Where's brown? God damn it. That's brown, I'm pretty sure. That better be brown. I can't tell because it's, yeah, that's brown. Okay? We're saying that's brown. So I have to change over the tips. I'm not colorblind, it's just hard to tell what they consider brown and what they consider tan. They're both brown, really. Normally I would go with the sanding disc, but I'm gonna go with the Nova points now, so yeah, we'll do that. I don't really need to wear my mask at this point. There are all the Nova points done. It's got a nice little shine to it. Surface is a little bit funny, but oh well. As I said, I'm still learning how to do this. I'm sure if I had the proper gear, I would have a absolutely perfect mirror finish, but I don't have all the proper gear, so right. So now we are going to be using these. These are little cotton tips, and I normally put this on crackers, but because I've moved up in the world, I've got diamond polish compound. This is 100,000 grit. So what I do is I just spread a bit onto this point. This is the first time I've used this too, so hopefully I'm doing it the right way. And I'm assuming that you wet this as well. Look how shiny it is now. So pretty. Yeah, I know it's got a few flaws here and there, but oh well. Can't expect it to be perfect. Right, so now I'm going to take this into my room and I'll do some jewellery with it. Yeah, so I'll see you there. I apologise for the sound of my heater in the background, but it's cold at the moment. So what I'll be doing with the stone is I'm going to be wire wrapping it. I have a whole bunch of separate pliers here, 2 lengths of square 20 gauge copper wire, a larger piece of the 20 gauge square copper wire, and we've got a 28 gauge copper wire. So what I need to do first is I need to wrap these 3 wires together. So what I need to do is get this larger wire in the middle of the 2 shorter wires. Make sure that they don't overlap. Something a bit like that. Now this is going to be pretty damn basic. I'm still learning how to do this, so bear with me. I'll first do 2 wraps around the bottom wire. Make sure this middle wire is a bit more central. Stop doing that. Right. No. Two wires through there. Then we go up the next wire. Secure that in. Then I think we go up the next wire. Come on. Wrap around, then we go down the bottom behind. These wires are crossing over a bit at the moment, sorry about that. And we repeat. Over the second wire, over the third wire, and back behind. Join these all up, compress them down, and just repeat that for a few times. Just try and compress these down a bit, make it look a bit more neater. Right, now I'll just wrap this around end twice just to secure it, maybe 3 times, and then we just trim this off under here. So yeah, we've got that. Now what we need to do is wrap this around here. So what I do is I get a piece of wood that's rounded and I just bend it around. That ensures that it's even like that. This isn't perfectly circular, so right. Now we get our front and back wires and we bring them across. So we bring them over like that. And same with the back wires. Bring them around and cross them over like this. Like that. And then put the stone back in. Can. And the bigger wires, try and shape that up. Pinch them together like this. Put these away to the side because I need to make the bail. So first off, I get this wire, wrap it around a couple times just as a foundation. Now the pattern is one over the top wire, wrap around, down the back, wrap around, front, 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 wrap around, around, back, wrap around, and just compress it. And just rinse and repeat. So pretty much the wrapper's been finished. Now what I need to do is bend this bail around and then secure it onto the actual frame. So that's what I'm going to do now. What I need is a pair of rounded pointed pliers. I'm just going to bring that around like this. Make sure these come in through the base there like that. Just separate those. I'll get the stone out because I really don't need the stone in there at the moment. Push these other wires aside a bit more. Wire through like this. So we've got the main sort of shape of the bale there. And what I need to do is wrap these two wires around like this. Like that. And trim them off around there. Press these down. Right in so they don't snag. Right, so that's done. So the bale's done. Now for the stone, for the other, wrap this around, make sure it's secure. Right. Now basically I have to do the same thing with these stones. I'll just push these back a bit. Same deal, I have to get this wire, put it in like this, bring it around so it wraps in. Push this up a little bit. Here. Same deal with this one. Bring it around, in it under there. This stone, make sure it's symmetrical. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a bit rough, but well, we'll put a little strap on this and see how it looks. So that turned out alright. I'm really happy with that wrap. Yeah, first good wrap that I've actually done, and that polish on the rock I'm happy with. I didn't mention that since Sunday I've been feeling really crook, and it's just been getting worse and worse. I did do that video and I could do it. I was happy doing that, but I went and did a test and I've come back positive with influenza B. Fun fact about the influenza B virus is that it can only infect certain species: humans, ferrets, pigs, and seals. So I know who I got it off. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put out a video this weekend. I don't think it's a smart idea being out on the creek or in the creek wet and cold with influenza. So I'm just having a week's break, and hopefully by next weekend I'll be able to get another video out, so next week anyway. So I do apologize for not being able to put anything out this weekend. I just don't have the energy. But I will be putting out, I'll try and film a couple more of these videos just to try and give you a bit of a fix. And yeah, if you want to buy that pendant, come and contact me on Facebook or something like that. Well, if you want to buy it, yeah, go for it. Yeah, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next video, see ya.